So I'm going to drop another fancy little transition here for personal branding. Looks a lot cooler on the video side, guys. You don't get to see the transition, but the audience is mesmerized right now. Our personal branding is essentially our story. So what pieces of our story do we share?
This is not going to sound nice, but go with it.
Yeah, go for it. That's what we're here for.
People do not care about you. So allow that, instead of viewing it as a negative, allow that to free you. Allow that to be your freedom, because the reality is that people only want to see how the relationship with you will benefit them. Let's be 100% honest. It's very much, we're selfish. We want to get something specific out of every relationship that we have. So it's the same when it comes to social media. It's the same when it comes to developing content. When it comes to that, I would make it less personalized. You can share your experiences as long as, like I said, they're relatable. But in the end, nobody really cares about you specifically. Nobody cares about your process or anything. So don't get too romantic with yourself. Get romantic with the relationship with the people.
Huge point and recurring theme throughout any and every professional subject of flip that script and make it all about the consumer. Will had mentioned, honestly, the simplest strategy of all, just post being your authentic self. Super simple, super cliche, super cheesy, but very often this tends to be one of the most successful strategies.
The one thing I'm trying to figure out through this is how can I find that thin line of being able to advertise business without pissing off people while at the same time trying to stay true to myself. So my whole philosophy is I'm not a salesperson. I used to say, well, I'm a sales professional because I view myself as a true professional. It's 2020. Selling is not involved now. It's relationships and how you handle those relationships. So I like to say I sell without selling. Now, do I target specific people? Yes. I target realtors. I target multifamily investors. I target all these commercial people. So eventually they'll start to watch my content. If they like it, guess what? They're going to DM me. They're going to say, oh man, that's effing great. That's fantastic, blah, blah, blah. And eventually they're going to ask, oh wait, I read your headline. I don't know what you do. That's when I tell them what I do. And they're like, oh, you're a roofing? We have apartment complexes. Well, no crap. Like, that's why, so it's selfish, but at the same time being selfless. So it's trying to find that thin line without being the jerk and being over the top and just being too much.
And Sarah dropped another piece of the puzzle that resonates exactly with that and simplified this conversation. Your brand is how you serve, what you do for your audience, and how you do it. If you've got that covered, then I think your branding job is done right. So yeah, thanks for dropping that in there, Sarah. Definitely fits for this exact theme.
This is madness. It's madness, I tell you.
And it feels so good.